is my first time here in Ottawa, Canada. Wait, early in the show, I would just like to thank Piach, my refuge house, for making this possible. They're kind of excited, really. I always ask wherever I go, oh, Shagit mga Bisaya. Numero uno na si Phil. Alright. Mga Kapampangan. Akala nyo nakalimutan ko, ha? Mga Ilocano. Tama na. Bicolano. Grabe ka masyakit. That's what I like, di ba? Mas nakakagana mag-perform kapag marami kang naririnig na hiyaw at palakpakan. Sige, enjoy lang tayo ngayon. I'm just so happy that you all came here tonight for the benefit show. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay. What happened to our spotlight, Kuya Mark? Nandun sa likod. Okay, abot ba yung ilaw ko dyan? Ayun naman pala, kasi madilim, di ba? Madilim sa stage. I think it's better that way, right? Kasi parang green, yellow ang itsura ko. Okay, I like that all the time. Alright. I am just so grateful to be here. I was actually at Toronto. Natuto na ako kasi the last time I was like, Toronto? And then I was at KWC, Toronto. And I was at KWC for the Fiesta Extravaganza, and this is my last leg of the show, of the tour. And I'm so happy that I get to perform for all of you tonight. Ready na ba kayo magsayawan ulit? May mga young generation, Gen Z ba tayo ngayon? Parang yung mga young at heart sumisigaw din. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a fun concert. Okay, so this is for the Gen Zs, Opalite. enjoy that? It's getting hot in here. Thank you. All right. Are you guys having fun so far? Because I am. You know, this concert won't be complete without singing my own songs. Namiss niyo ba yun? Marami ba kayong memories habang nandun kayo sa Pilipinas? Yung mga ex-boyfriends niyo, ex-partners niyo, naalala niyo ba? Kapag kakantahin ko ito, teka muna. You know, my daughter is here, Sienna. Where's my daughter? There you go, say hi, Anak. Ayan, spotlight, spotlight. You know, say hi. Okay. Since na-miss niyo yung mga awitin ko, actually, this is a medley of my own songs, which I recorded years ago. Ito yung mga early recording music ko. So I'm sure, na-miss nyo rin ito. At I'm sure maraming makaka-relate. Dahil marami pa tayong in love ngayon. Wala masyado. Mga sawi sa pag-ibig. Parang mas marami. Yung nasa situationship lang. Yeah. Okay, this is a medley of my own songs and na-miss ko actually ito na awitin. Because I haven't sang this. It was not part of my repertoire on the other shows that I've had. Because that was just a fiesta extravaganza. I didn't have a whole concert. So tonight, I'm gonna share these beautiful songs that I have recorded. At kung gusto niyo po akong sabayan, umawit, just go ahead and sing with me. This is for all of you. Sa buhay kong ito, nag-iisa lang sa mundo. Dati nasaktan ako, takot ng magtiwala. Ayoko na sanang umibig pa. Sa lahat ng nakilala, sana I love those lights na naka-on. You wanna turn on your lights? That would be so beautiful. How about the song? Kung magkikita tayo muli, hayaan mo. Sino man kasama mo, kung magkikita tayo muli, tuloy ka lang. Kahit na mautang siya, di nila malalaman. ko yun. Sino mga na-miss niyo doon? Ay, grabe naman. Aabot pa rin dito. Diyan sa likod, okay lang po kayo? You know, we do have a lot of couples here tonight, correct? And of course, yung iba, they're married to Canadian. So can you say hi? Yung mga Canadian friends natin. Hi! Welcome to the Filipino crowd. Maiingay kami. Okay, you know, this next medley of songs that I'll be singing, actually, I'm sure alam nyo rin to because this is a medley of Michael Bublé. He is Canadian, right? So I'm sure you guys are familiar with his music. He has a lot of remakes, right? So, sino ba yung mga in love nandyan ngayon? Yung couples, why don't you just hold hands? Dun sa wala, pasensya na lang kayo. Mag-hold hands na lang kayo sa hangin. Kapit lang, bes! Kapit lang, besh! Di ba? Dadating din! Tawa kayo dyan. Mukhang marami niyang sabihin sa pag-ibig ngayong gabi. Okay, so, joking aside, you know, I'd like to dedicate this to our friends, Canadian friends who are here, spending their time tonight. And I hope you enjoy this one. This is a Bublé medley.
When
You know, once again, to my refuge heart, thank you so much for bringing me here to Ottawa, Canada. Later on to Phil Cabales, headed by Phil Cabales. Thank you sa inyo. And of course, the whole family, thank you so much. Later on, I will be acknowledging them. And also the sponsors, let's give them a round of applause. The prod staff, the tech, everybody, let's give them a big hand. Come on, guys. You know, since alam kong tayo mga Pinoy, mahilig kumanta at sumayaw, and this is your celebration tonight. So, if you feel like dancing with me again, gusto niyo bang magsayawan ulit? Kasi sigurado ako, pag kinanta ko itong awitin na ito, lahat ng ladies in the house ay tatayo. Ingay-ingay. Let's go? Let's go back to the Philippines. Ako, uuwi ako. Ewan ko lang sa inyo. Because when I get back to the Philippines, I will be, I'm sure you're familiar with Born to Shine. So I'm portraying the role of Dara Halari. And so when I get home, that would be tomorrow, as in, I'm gonna do taping again. We do shoot every MWF Saturday. So I'm actually excited to also be back, to be with my family. And, but again, I am just so grateful to be here in Ottawa, Canada. Maraming salamat po for showing up tonight. So are you ready, ladies in the house? Natutuwa ako sa inyo, grabe. Alright, this is Dancing Queen! Come on, everybody! applause our dancers, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Yung smile ng mga ladies, oh. Enjoy na enjoy. Siyempre, dancing queen yun, di ba? So anyway, I am, of course, I am also a kapuso now, but I am always a kapamilya as well. And, hindi ko matandaan, ang dami ko na palang nagawang theme songs ng mga teleserye. Ano yung mga namimiss niyo? Mula sa puso? Paglawang! Grabe ha, yan yung winning piece ko kasi. Kaming mga kabataan, kabataan paghapon. Patigulangan na day. But that was my winning piece. That's where I was discovered when I won in 6 Cebu Pop Music Festival. I was 9 years old, and I am 25 years old. Now. Like what I've said, I think I've done so many things in my career. For those who didn't know, I actually performed in Broadway, New York. Hindi ko maalala. It was like 3 years ago when I did Here Lies Love in Broadway, New York. And that was one of the best experience for me. And I've done a lot of concerts, I've done a lot of movies, teleseries, TV shows. I did a lot of recordings, concert here and abroad. I was able to perform with Jim Brickman. We did a back-to-back concert. And also, I also did a lot of couple of concerts. And I'm just so grateful that I still get to perform for all of you. At nangyayari po yun dahil po sa suporta ninyo. And I am just so thankful because, until now, being in the business for a while now, I still get to perform, I still get to act, a lot of opportunities, and a lot of blessings. So I am just grateful each day. And so tonight, what I've mentioned that I have recorded so many songs from the past and also theme songs of teleserye. So, pwedeng pakisabi, sino yung mga namimiss niyo? Okay, of course, pangako sa'yo. Ha? Ano? Ano pa yun? I think, how about yung, what else is that? Agla Bendita. Okay, so ano pa yung mga naalala niyo? Marami pa. Yes, ngayon at kailanman, naging theme song yan at naging recording ko. And of course, a lot more. Kung ako na lang sana! Yun. But this is just a medley of my songs that I've recorded, which I did realize that, it's even more than 10 songs that I've recorded for a theme song. And so, tonight, I'd like to share this to all of you, this beautiful music ng mga teleserye. The theme songs that I recorded, and para po sa inyong lahat ito. I hope you like it. muling lumuluha ka. Di ka naman na kailangan umanap ng iba. Narito ang puso ko, naghihintay lamang sa'yo. Kung ako na lang sana. Na-miss mo ba Pilipinas? Alright, anyway, once again, I'd like to call on, where's Dom? Because we would like to thank the sponsors for tonight, for my refuge house. Can we have the list, please, and join me on stage?
Hello!
Hi, Dom!
Ate, natulala kasi ako doon. Ang galing mo talaga.
Sabi ko, nasaan na si Dom?
Nag-iisang Miss Vina Morales, palakpakan natin. That's the reason why until now she's still in the industry kasi wala talagang makakagaya. Na? Very distinctive ang voice.
Maraming salamat for
Yes.
the compliment. But you know, for this, we would like to thank, of course, personally, Phil Cabales. Thank you so much.
And of course, ate, ito yung kodigo natin.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so we would like to thank, of course, Phil Cabales of Piach and Gemini Productions.
Palakpakan natin.
And of course, my good friend Von Canton, and of course of Peach. And we do have a lot of friends actually who are here. You know, I hope to really be back here in Canada soon. Yung mga hindi ko pa napupuntahan is, ang dami pa. Vancouver, that was like years ago, wala pa akong Siana sa buhay. I hope to be back there. But I really wanted to go to Montreal, but I don't have time. But I know it's a little bit near here, right?
Bukas ate.
Wala nga time. Flight ko.
Ayun, dadaanan mo lang yun.
Dadaanan. Diyos ko, mangangarag tayo. But I really hope to have a concert there very soon.
You guys want her back soon? Pipicture natin lahat.
Dapat sabihin niyo, nag-enjoy kayo tonight, ha?
Of course.
Okay, our sponsors, we would like to thank Robert Gerard Titco of Sun Life.
Si Sir Gerard.
Saboroso? Nag-iisa lang, sumigaw.
Sir Hero and Miss Danielle, right?
Yes. Sydney Data
Data of
ABSB Travels. Simply Classy and Sassy.
Napaka-social ng name.
And 3J.
And 3J.
Of course, Kuya Mike Ferrer, Driving.
Services.
Mike Ferrer Driving Services.
Security.
Yes. JM Pearls and Gemstones. AT, your service interior.
Renovation Corporation.
Renovation Corporation.
Yes. And of course.
Yes, we would like to thank. Ang daming listahan. Palakpakan naman natin sila guys. Ay, nahulog ang listahan. Baka may makalimutan ako. Pero memorize mo naman yan. Magaling ka naman doon. Okay, so our organizers, Lotta Bertulfo, Chair of Philippine Center Canada.
Masaya din yun ang siya.
Masaya, good.
Cebu naman siya din.
Sus na Von Canton of Philippine Extravaganza for Arts, Culture, and Heritage.
Yes. And again, Sir Phil.
And before that, of
Cabales.
course, the family of the Cabales family, the wife, and everyone's here, and also the whole tech, Kuya Mark, Mick, Rhea, you know, Jonah, everybody who's, you know, been assisting me
Yes.
the whole time when I'm here. And
ate, the dancers pala din.
Of course.
Napakaganda ng production number niyo. Megan, Stephanie, Lance, and Eric. Pagpakalan sila guys. Very own Ottawa's amazing dancers.
yeah, and also to Dylan of Toronto, because they were, you know, taking good care of us when we were in Toronto, and also KWC. All right, did we miss?
Okay na po
the
yan.
dancers were good.
This na lang po. Yung
Okay, our program manager, Rhea Revilla. Stage managers, Shira Vinny.
Ayan.
Of course, our dancers, Megan, Steph, Eric, Lance.
Yes.
Our DJ, Mark. Hi,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
Of course, program director, Mick.
Nick. Hey. And also, ate, that's it. I think that's it. To all the sponsors, maraming salamat po. But also, meron pala kaming 50-50 draw, and I think it would be much more exciting kung ikaw ang bubunot.
Sure.
Diba? Kasi
Yeah.
nakakang up sila ng $210.
Really?
More na pala.
More?
Magkano na po? Pila na siya?
You know, actually, you can also donate after this concert. Just look for Kuya Phil.
Yes.
Diba?
And then the raffle also, the 50% of it will go to the refuge, and then the 50% will go to us. Sa ano po yan? Sa My Refuge House, and then the organization. Sa mapipili natin ngayon, sa mabubulot natin, asa na ba si ate ba?
Can we call on?
Yes.
The
Can we
person?
call the
And Kuya
raffle
Phil,
holders?
Phil, can
And
you
Kuya
please
Phil.
join us on stage? Because, you know, this is almost the last part of the show. Hindi nyo lang napansin, I think we're like more than an hour already. Phil Cabales, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
of Flash.
Accommodating ni Kuya Phil.
Okay, who's our winner? You wanna announce, Phil? Ako
Ayan, magbubunot.
announce?
Ikaw magbubunot, Miss Vina.
Okay, sige.
Okay.
Asa man?
Padulong mo. Asa man to si ate? Gitawag naman to na
Sus, mahirap na Bisaya, you know?
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, after po ng concert ni Miss Vina Morales, we have the photo op, okay? So, to all the photo ops, only the SVIPs and the VIPs, I will instruct you how you guys are gonna line up. Pero just to let you guys know po, SVIPs and VIPs, sponsors and the text. So, ayun lang po.
Oh, okay. Can you
Ito
call
na.
on
Ito na.
for the raffle?
Mick.
Go, babe. Nag-enjoy kayo, ha? Tell your friends and family that you guys enjoyed. And please, tag me and my Instagram and also Facebook. Almost magto 2 million na ako. So gawin yung 1.9, I think. So, magto 2 million. So please follow me in my Instagram and also in my Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. Okay.
Drum roll.
Ano? Baka ano mangyari sa'yo dyan, Phil, ha? Oo nga. See, okay.
Ito na guys.
Alright.
Check
So,
your
okay na.
tickets.
Congratulations to our winner.
Yes.
Ticket 1, 6, 3, 6, 2, 1.
Right. Meron ba?
Do we have a winner?
Check your tickets guys. I-turn on nyo yung cellphone nyo kung hindi kayo makakita. Ay!
Congratulations! We got a winner! Alright!
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Tama ba? Can you check, Phil? Baka
Yes, tama po.
Excited kami. Tama! Yay! Congratulations, guys!
Thank you so much everybody and I will give you back the ultimate performer. Meron pa? Ayun.
Ay,
Ayun po yung bayad nyo. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the ultimate performer, Miss Vina Morales!
okay, this is what you've been waiting for. You know, every time I do concerts, palagi nang hinahanap sa akin ito. Since I sang the theme songs of teleseries, here's another one. Actually, I am just so thankful because years ago, I competed for our country, Philippines, for a ASEAN icon, and we won! And this is one of the songs that I competed for Icon ASEAN, and ito po yung Pangako Sa'yo. Teka, na-excite ako sa Pangako Sa'yo. Meron pa pala akong isang medley of songs. Kaya pala nilagay dito sa akin yung upuan. Ba't naman dyan sa gilid? Yung ano naman natin. O, sige. Okay, since we love to sing karaoke songs, this is a medley of beautiful, mga kilala na mga karaoke. Okay, I'd like to do a medley of folk songs. Gusto niyo ba yun? Okay, so, can you guys give me a beat? Here we go. Here's a folk medley. I'm just a poor girl, though my story I really enjoyed tonight. Since I mentioned a while ago, I am just so blessed to sing the theme songs. And I competed for this, for our country years ago for ASEAN Icon. And this is one of my winning pieces. And this is Pangako Sa'yo. Sa'yo, buong sa buhay ko ngayon din na paubayan. Pangako sa'yo, ipaglalaban ko sa hirap at ginawa ang ating pag-ibig. Ay sa kapela matatagpuan, ano bang kahirap na paniwalaan? to you, Ottawa. Thank you so much. And ako'y nagpapasalamat po because I get the chance to perform for all of you here in Ottawa. So tonight, since this is my last song for the night, ano akala niyo? More than an hour na. Ako'y nakoy! Napay next time! Meron pa tayo Montreal, Vancouver, oo. So marami pang concerts. But tonight, I would just like to thank you all, Ottawa, for showing up tonight and for spending time with me. To Piach and to everybody sa production staff who made this benefit concert possible. You know who you are. And thank you so much, guys. So, once again, to Ottawa, to Phil, to Piach, my refuge house, maraming salamat po. Let's go back to the 70s! I love the nightlife, I like to boogie, all I just could have. You got to rock it on your feet. Please don't talk about it, good. Please don't talk about it, sweet, good. Please don't talk about it, got all the troubles I can feel. Oh.
ha? Parang nabitin kayo. Huwag kayong mag-aalala, okay? Papabalikin natin si Miss Vina Morales dito. Sino sumisigaw ng more? Meron kayong $50,000? Okay. 5 shows yun. Or more. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, maraming salamat po sa ating mga guests na nanonood ngayon. Always remember that nag-enjoy kayo ngayon at nakatulong din po kayo. So please keep supporting the event of PIAC, of course, the My Refuge House. And don't worry, baka yearly na po ito, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, ayun, magandang cause kasi po siya, diba? So, maraming salamat din sa ating mga sponsors. Standby lang po kayo dyan. And of course, to our security and Kuya Mike and the driver and of course the security as well. So, ito na po guys.